Hey you guys, welcome to I'm So Super Single series. This reading is intended for all of you who are completely single, who are not involved with anyone whatsoever. Those of you that are maybe celibate, not by choice. So it is a 8-card spread, and after the spread, after going through each section, I clarify it with the clarifying deck. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first question I want to focus on is why you're single. So let me focus on that. Alright, and I pull a card from the top and the bottom. And the next question we'll focus on is who is coming towards you? Okay, next question will be, when will this person enter your life? All right, and the last question, additional advice. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on the why we are single. So the central issue here, we have the Knight of Swords, and then we have the Six of Swords. So there may be a need to communicate. There needs to be an initiation of conversation. I feel like there is a need to just kind of give it a go, give something a go. Needing to also just listen to our intuition and go with the flow and not fight whatever is happening or coming towards us. There's also a need to let our guards down and just continue to just let the past go. Whatever past issues there were, there's a need to just kind of let them go and move forward with them. I see something in regards to a message being sent. Someone is, I feel like something like the blockages are getting ready to be removed. Someone is getting ready to come out of hiding. There's definitely something that needs to be said or expressed here. is this? I feel like somebody's getting ready to send a message. I also feel that telepathic messages have already been exchanged. Two people have been mutually exchanging messages with each other, either telepathically or indirectly. More so those of you that dream a lot, because I'm looking at the water. And I feel like someone has been tapping into the subconscious and bringing forth some sort of messages or sending some sort of messages. Those of you that watch me, I don't know, I've talked about having like a lot of dreams as of late. And just dreaming about being in a relationship. It has not been the same person. I keep dreaming about these random people that I've been in relationships with. All I can say is that they've been very tall. But yeah, maybe you've been having some sort of dreams about being in relationships, or dreams that someone was trying to communicate with you. I think that's real. I think that's all to prepare you for their entry into your life. I'm looking at here how the gates have gone up, and it's like something's been released. So someone is coming forward. Someone is coming forward. Someone's ready to communicate. Someone's ready to put the past behind them. I know prior to the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords. So it could have been a situation where someone was very guarded, whether it be you or the person coming towards you. It doesn't matter if you know them or not. It's like whoever is getting ready to come towards you, maybe they have just let their guards down and are now ready to move forward in an effort to find love, or someone is taking the first steps into finding love. I also feel like something's happening in regards to testing the waters. So if someone communicates with you this month of October, if someone communicates with you, I feel like they're kind of testing the waters. This person is trying to see if there's a mutual attraction, if there's going to be, if you guys connect on an intellectual level, because it needs to be mutual. That also may be the case. Like, say for instance, you have been getting approached by people, but you've been sending people away. I think you've been patiently waiting for someone who you have some sort of intellectual connection with, philosophical. You want to make sure that the conversation can go back and forth. And maybe that's why you have been pushing anyone away that has approached you in the past here. But I feel like that is something that's getting ready to happen. Like, you're getting ready to start some sort of new journey. I'm also getting a situation of travel. I don't know if you are getting ready to relocate, or if the person coming into your life is coming from a different place, and that's the reason why you guys haven't met, because you guys have not been in the same vicinity or whatever. The biggest holdup I'm getting is communication. So communication needs to run smoothly, and that's what's getting ready to happen. Why do I always do this? I never start my timer on time. I don't know how long I've been talking. All right, so let's go ahead and see who is coming towards you. So we have here the central issue, the Princess of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm getting someone, oh, I'm gonna have to stop this. All right, sorry, I was getting a call. So I was getting ready to say that it looks like many of you have an earth sign coming towards you, or someone with a lot of earth qualities here. This person also may be some sort of writer or a banker. This is a very responsible person. They're learning about their responsibilities. This is someone who's very serious. Sorry, my daughter's texting me. She's right in the next room. She knows I'm doing a reading. We do this. This is how we communicate. Okay. So, I feel like the person coming towards you is going to be a very serious-minded individual. This is someone who's going to be very practical, someone who's a planner. The only thing I don't like is that this is going to be the type of person that like keeps track of shit that you've done wrong. So every time you guys have a disagreement or argument, they're going to be writing it down with the date and all the details. And I hope they don't throw it in your face. You need to set them straight if they're going to be like that. I've been with those type of people. People that like to bring shit up. That got the whole date. It's okay if you do it the one time when you're having a discussion. But if you are consistently bringing it up every time there's a disagreement, like, that shit doesn't fly. So I didn't mean to take it so personal. But it's like I felt that. I'm like, this person likes to document everything that you do wrong. They're going to be very analytical. This person is going to, I feel like this person is kind of judgy too. Oh my God. You need to be very vocal with this person. Like, look, if this is going to work, I need you to stop judging me for every single detail, everything that this and that. This is a perfectionist. Something about this energy is a perfectionist here. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If that's not their sun sign, like I said, it could be in their chart somewhere, like maybe a stellium or an important placement like the moon or rising sign. Or it's just their personality. It's something about them that's coming off very earthy. They're also very slow moving too. This person also, even though they're coming off as a young soul, I feel like they're going to be mature. And this person is actually looking for serious companionship. I feel like this person doesn't want to play games. Maybe they have already made a comparison of the things that they have experienced in the past. They're being very practical in their approach. So when they come to you, they're dead ass. They're like, no, I know what I'm looking for. I've already been watching you for a few months now. Not to be creepy, but I was just observing you. And based off my observations, comparing you to the other people that I've been involved with or looking at, you seem to fit the bill. You are the person that I feel would be most appropriate in regards to going forward. Like, I'm getting like an entire sentence of this person, how their personality is going to be. They're very, very focused, very dedicated. And this is probably what you want. You probably also have the potential to go long-term with this person. This is someone that you can possibly get into a long relationship with. What was I looking for? I'm sorry, I thought my daughter had texted me again. Okay. This person is also very grounded. This is someone who is very serious about their finances, their physical appearance. This person may also be very focused on their health. Did I say physical appearance? This person may literally be a gardener or someone who likes to get in the dirt. Like if you guys were to live together, they would want to plant some sort of garden to grow their own vegetables, even if it's only basil and thyme and, you know, herbs. I just feel like they're very serious about this. I don't know why I'm getting the name Priscilla for somebody. I don't know if Priscilla is watching or if someone's mother's name is Priscilla or if their name is Priscilla. I don't know. I'm just getting something about Priscilla. What's Priscilla Presley's sign? I need to look that up after I do this reading. Okay, so that is the energy I'm getting in regards to who's coming towards you. The wind. Oh, shit. We got the Hanged Man and the Nine of Wands. Immediately, I saw Halloween. So you may have to be patient until Halloween. This may be something that's not happening until the end of the month. Things are on hold right now with the Hanged Man. There is a need to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. It seems like nothing is happening, but it is. You know, the Hanged Man, their depiction here, it seems like something is frozen in time, but I feel like this person is actually thawing out. Someone may have been very icy, very guarded, or this could be your energy, someone who's very icy, isolated, guarded, been in hermit mode, but I feel like it's melting away. There's a transformation taking place. This is that energy of the butterfly or the caterpillar in a cocoon state. So something is in a cocoon state. There's a metamorphosis taking place. It could be a spiritual metamorphosis. Maybe you are still undergoing some sort of spiritual transformation, or they are, or you both are. You guys are getting prepared for each other. But something is happening. I'm looking at how the flower of hope, I don't know if that's what they call it. I'm calling it the flower of hope. It's like a flower sprouted in this cold weather. It's icy, it's snow, and there's a flower, and the sun is beaming on it. So something is developing, something is manifesting, but it's just, it seems like it's not. It's like something is preserved or frozen in time. And I'm getting that energy of preserved. Someone is preserving themselves for the right person. This is about something spiritual. Someone needs to be a spiritual match. I feel like someone is holding off. So like I said earlier about being celibate, some of you guys are celibate by choice. It's like, you know, yeah, I could get some, but I choose to hold out on the person that is coming into my life. The person is going to be a spiritual match. There's going to be a lot of 12th house energy between you and this person as well. Every time I do that, I see my little burn. Sorry. I'm the one self-conscious about it, not you. And if you are, then screw you. I got a scar. But no, seriously, I feel like the person coming towards you is going to be a lot of 12th house energy, or they're going to activate your 12th house of spirituality, isolation, creativity, imagination, and again, something in regards to dreams. So maybe you have been dreaming about this person. I got a confession. I've been dreaming about this this spiritualist. His name is Seven Bomar. Ever since I stumbled onto his videos, he's creeped into my dreams. Well, a couple of times, only a couple of times, but it's like it was crystal clear. And I'm like, why is he communicating with me like this? It's weird. But yeah, I don't necessarily think it's about that. I just think it's about preparing me for this spiritual union that's getting ready to take place. And not necessarily, like I said, it's, if you've been dreaming about being in a relationship, whoever you've been dreaming about, it doesn't necessarily mean it's that person, but it is kind of to prepare you that you're getting ready to be in a relationship here. I'm also getting a situation about the hesitation or the delays. Could be someone is they're insecure. Someone is still needing to overcome their fears of abandonment, rejection. This person has been hurt in love before, so they like to I feel like they like to scare people away. Someone behaves in a way that scares people away. It's like, I only want the real people to stick. And also, speaking about the 12th house, that's the house of self-undoing. You may be intentionally pushing the envelope to see who's going to stick. You might be self-sabotaging potential love relationships on purpose because you're like, the real person will be able to handle my antics. And I feel like for some of you, this is about pushing the envelope, trying to see if people are actually, who's going to actually be able to deal with you. So you might be putting your worst foot forward on purpose, or the person coming towards you may be putting their worst foot forward on purpose. It's like, no, this is the worst. You judge me from the worst of me first, and then we'll see if we're a match. Someone's also very paranoid. I feel like someone sees scary things instead of the reality of it. This is someone who sees shadows on the walls or figures on the walls, and it's like a scary image. And it's like you would stop and ask your friend, like, do you see that? Doesn't that look like a devil's head? And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is someone who has the ability to see shapes and things. And I think one of my social media friends mentioned this before. I forgot what it's called, but this just made me think of that. Someone who's able to read shapes. Arlissa, if you watching, what's the name of that again? But yeah, it does look like someone who is looking at some sort of shapes or figures and can read things, but they see the scary parts first. Someone is afraid, or always prepares for the worst. It's like, I need to prepare for the worst before things get better. I hope I'm making sense, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm also getting a situation about winter or cold. So I don't know if that, again, somebody's a winter baby or if someone just loves the winter. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to additional advice. So central issue, I have the Two of Cups, and then I have the Nine of Swords. Central issue is about needing to overcome your fears about falling in love. Somebody thinks the worst. Somebody is, like I said here, it's about expecting the worst. These are the shadow sides of the nines. The Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands is someone who's usually very afraid to move forward with their passions, even though they want to. They're expecting the worst because of the things that have happened in the past. The Nine of Swords is someone who suffers from some sort of anxiety, someone who's afraid to confront their fears, someone who's living in fear. I feel like that is a need to overcome that. Someone may be afraid to fall in love. Someone may continuously be thinking about losing control or losing themselves. They're like, every time I fall in love, I don't know who I am anymore. Maybe you have a hard time keeping your identity when you fall in love. Maybe you are one of those type of people that just kind of starts catering to the other person, forget all about yourself. I also feel like whoever's coming towards you genuinely is into you, but you're not going to believe it for whatever reason. You think someone's trying to play tricks on you, or someone is playing mind games. Yeah, I feel like you're not going to believe who's coming towards you, but this person is dead ass. They're like, I'm serious. I like you. I'm into you. And I feel like you're going to try to run from the connection initially. If you're not running from it, you're just in disbelief. You don't believe it. You're like, they're not into me. There's no way that this person could be into me. They're playing games with me. I don't know why I'm getting something in regards to vanilla. Not being funny. But for some of you, maybe it's an interracial relationship. And I don't know. I'm just thinking like a melanated person with a vanilla person. I hope that's not offensive. I'm not trying to be. But for some of you, it could be a situation like that. I don't know why I'm getting vanilla. Now, maybe it's just something about vanilla is just going to confirm the connection. Like someone loves vanilla shakes. Or someone loves the scent of vanilla. Maybe that's the name of your perfume, or the cologne has vanilla in it. But I don't know, vanilla is sticking out to me. Okay, let me go ahead and start clarifying. So let me clarify the Six of Swords. Somebody has been going against the tide. Someone did not agree with their fate. And I felt like someone tried to go against what was actually coming towards them. They maybe pushed somebody away. I'm feeling like whoever's coming towards you, for most of you watching, maybe someone that you already are familiar with. It doesn't necessarily have to be an ex. Maybe it was a situation where you were talking to someone, but things never went all the way. Maybe things stopped, or maybe you just kind of know the person. But the Judgment card makes me feel like there's some sort of unfinished business. Now, also, this could be a situation where the reason why you have not met someone or connected with someone yet is because there's some sort of unfinished business with your past, within yourself or within your life. You had to tie up some sort of loose ends before you were able to move forward. I feel like there's a need for you to go towards your calling. Something is trying to get your attention. Something's trying to get your attention. I also feel that in a situation where, going back to if you are familiar with this energy, I feel like at some point someone sent a message to the other person or called the other person, and the other person did not answer. They left them hanging. I feel like there's a need to get back to that. Someone needs to finally respond to a text message or call someone back. Maybe it was ignored in the past, but it's like, okay, it's time to confront. It's time to confront whatever I abandoned or ignored. Someone was flattered that you spoke to them, or you were flattered that someone spoke to you. But then, like I said, someone pulled back or held back. I think you know this energy coming towards you, and I think we had that in the last single video. Someone is taking their time. They're not in any rush. Even if this was you, like I said, someone sent you a message and you were like, oh, that's sweet. And then you just like blew it off and continued to focus on you and your life and some other things. But you were flattered. You just did not move forward with something. There is a need to learn how to go after what you want if you're the pursuer. If you're not the pursuer and this is about the person coming towards you, this person, even though they're a confident person, they still need to learn how to go after what they want. Someone ignored their intuition at some point too. Someone is very much afraid of falling in love. I feel like someone needs more confidence. So you might still be single because you are needing to continue to focus on your confidence and figure out the things that make you happy. Know who you are before you're able to share your life with this person. And, you know, that information could still be applied to the person that's coming towards you. Even if you don't know who they are, that's some of the things that they are working on. They're still working on their individual selves before they come forward. So let me clarify here the Ace of Pentacles. Clarified by the King of Pentacles. I feel like something didn't fully get established. I feel like something started and then stopped. Now there's going to be an opportunity for you and this person to get together. Again, if you know this person, like I said, it's like you guys started talking but things never fully developed. If you don't know this person, I feel like someone was getting ready to approach you, whether you knew it or not, and then they stopped. So maybe you never knew that this person was even thinking about you or into you. Again, coming off as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone that has strong earth vibes to them. Especially Taurus. This is someone who's going to be very traditional, very old-fashioned. They take their time, my God. But they do have something to say. They do want to reveal their feelings for you. I feel like this person also has some sort of status or clout. This may be someone who's also some sort of advisor or a leader of some sort. I'm seeing a lot of yellow. You know, I don't want to say that this person is rich. They might be. I think I think finances are very important for this person though. Or something about gold or yellow is really sticking out to me. And it's funny because I'm wearing like a gold shirt. And that, of course, was unintentional. It wasn't supposed to align with what are coming out. But I think something about gold is significant. Or maybe it's just about the color of the coin gold. Again with the dreams. Now, the only thing I don't like here is something about commitment or traditional values. I don't know if this person is currently in a commitment and there's a need for them to, like this is someone who takes the relationship seriously. So, of course, they are not wanting to be a cheater or someone who has an extramarital affair. But the Seven of Cups does kind of indicate some sort of hidden, being next to the Hierophant. Looks like someone, maybe they haven't moved towards you because they're currently in a relationship and they're waiting. They don't want to have an affair, so they're waiting for the relationship to officially come to an end. Now, what I'm also getting is, like I said, something in regards to dreams. So maybe you've already been dreaming about this person or dreaming about being in that committed relationship here. I also get the energy of someone who has a different persona in a public versus their private personality. This is someone who's very sexual in nature, who has a lot of hidden fantasies, hidden desires. Taboo. Something about this connection is taboo. The person coming towards you. I don't know why it's taboo, but it is. Maybe society would question this connection. Why that person? Why not? Out of all the people in the world, why this person? So there's going to be something taboo about this person coming towards you. And I do also get a family energy. So I don't know if this is a distant family member or if this is someone who is supposed to be like family or an in-law. Or like I said, taboo, because this person, I hope that is not the case. This person is already in a committed relationship, but there's a taboo element about this connection coming towards you. This is someone with status, but they're very private, behind closed doors. They have very exotic, unusual taste. They're a different person behind closed doors is what I keep getting. Someone doesn't want the truth to get out. Damn it. I think your relationship is going to start off as a secret for some reason. It's like you're going to be committed to each other, but it's secretly. And I don't know why. I don't know why this has to be a secret. I don't think it doesn't have to be about the fact that they're in a relationship already, although it could be, you guys. I'm sorry for some of you. But I think there are other reasons why the relationship has to be a secret. Because of that taboo factor. It's like we can't tell everybody about this. Or let's just say, for instance, you get involved with a famous person and they're like, I don't want the public in my life. You know, especially not... Let's say you get involved with someone who is like extremely attractive, beautiful, and not saying that you aren't, but you're not ideally what society thinks this person should be with. I will never forget, I don't know how old you are, but there is a singer, D'Angelo, and I think at the time he was committed to Angie Stone. Angie Stone is a big woman. You know, she's natural, and this was earlier in the 90s, I think. You know, she wore natural hair. It wasn't very common then. Of course, she's dark skinned, but she was kind of like in the background. She's not the person that people expected D'Angelo to be with. So it's almost like publicists are like, no, you have to be seen with this person. And they want to put him with somebody like, I don't know what, like Christina Milian or something. You know, she's beautiful. She's typically, you know, ideally beautiful, fair skin, long hair, silky hair. But it's like, no, his boo was Angie Stone, like the natural sister, big bone and big, just big woman, robust. And people are like, you know, it doesn't look like you and her belong together. You should be with this person. So it could be a situation where if this person has some sort of status in society, people would expect them to be with some other type of person, but they're with you. Not saying that anything's wrong with you, but society would be like, no, you should be with this person instead. Not this, we never imagined you would be with this person. So it might be a situation like that. Even politically, maybe politically they're supposed to be with someone who's a Harvard grad, someone who fits into a certain type of box, and you are like, I didn't even finish high school. Like, I used to strip, or, you know, you don't have to, but it's just like, I used to do this, I used to do that. And it's just like, you know, we didn't expect you to end up with this person. Maybe a spiritual or religious factors as well. Maybe this is someone who is very known to be very spiritual, and they get with someone who appears to be very opposite of what they preach. And the sun coming out could be someone very famous. Someone does have some sort of public image to uphold, or they're concerned about what the public would think. I also see a situation where if you do know this person, there is a need for forgiveness. See, and there's that Six of Cups. Person from the past, someone who has trust issues, someone who suffers from anxiety, depression sometimes, someone who maybe has OCD, someone who keeps trying to come forward and then they start overthinking things, and then they hold back from it. They change their mind. Oh, I just noticed the devil coming up next. So, yeah. I hope I'm not long-winded today. All right, so I'm going to look at the Hanged Man. I didn't mean to show that Crush logo. They need to pay me. Crush, pay me. I'm drinking your pop in front of people. Patience is needed. There are things happening behind the scenes that is not meant for you to know about. The timing is kind of hard to pinpoint because this is one of those situations where free will does play a factor. It also could be a situation because there could be two people coming towards you, and it depends on how things play out. I know I've talked about my beliefs on free will before, and I said that I was on the fence about it because I believe in manifestation. I've seen material things manifest easily, when it comes to manifesting people or love in general, it's more difficult. I'm sorry, I was saying that to say that I guess when the person comes into your life, it's a secret because free will is at play. Anything could change within the next 30 days or so. But I do feel like some sort of seed has been planted. And I also feel like, again, it's going back to the dreams with the High Priestess. Like, you may have already been having some sort of telepathic communication going on with this person through dreams. Something about this connection is secretive, hidden, and spiritual. It's very 12th house, this connection. 12th house is also the house of affairs. I have to point that out. I know that's not going to be the case for everyone. Something about religion plays a factor too. I guess religion or spiritual beliefs. Someone is trying to hold out for someone who's on the same spiritual path or religious group, but I think it's not, something's going to be a little different. One person may be more extreme than the other. Let's just say, for instance, I always have to use this as an example. One person is vegan, the other person is not. The vegan person may be very adamant about not eating animals and things of that sort. And so they're like, no, this person has to respect animals like I do. They have to blah, blah, blah. But yet there's this connection with someone who is, I want to say keto, because that's so opposite. Keto is all about protein, animals, cheese, all of that stuff. And it's like, how is it that I'm falling for somebody who eats animals all the time? So that would be so spiritually opposite. And it's a big deal. Maybe it's like, I don't want somebody I want someone who's on my path. I'm attracted to this person, but I'd rather hold off for someone who shares the same beliefs. So that could be why there are delays. Someone needs to understand that maybe the purpose of the connection is higher or bigger than what they're focused on, including if this is you, the story could go the other way around. Also, like I said, if it's religious beliefs, there's something in regards to the religious beliefs that are completely opposite. I was just watching, you guys know I'm always talking about 90 Day Fiancé. There's a episode where there's a Christian girl and, but she's Christian, she's American Christian, and the guy, he's Muslim, but he's Muslim from, where was it? Well, it's an Islamic country, and where the rules are really strict. Like if she were to go visit him, she has to dress in hijab. And so, maybe for the person who's more serious about they were actually both serious about their religion. She was like wearing a cross all the time, and he was like highly offended by that, and I understand, honestly speaking, like when I was like a practicing Muslim, like something like that would make me be like, you worship Jesus. It was like, it would be something like that. Which is why I don't practice religion anymore, because things like that to me are not important. But yeah, I think something about religious practices could be, it could be two religious extremes that holds a person back. There's, before things can progress or move forward, somebody has to let their guards down. Someone's ego is in the way. Someone's insecurities are in the way. This is some sort of self-sabotage. Like, even if this is you got some sort of hang-ups here, because of your idealisms. And you may not realize that certain things that you believe in are holding you back. Again, with the Six of Cups, this could be someone from your past. Maybe two people are expecting the other person to pursue them. You're thinking they should pursue me, and they're thinking the same thing. That is what the holdup is. So until you or the other person lets your guards down, the timing is off. It could be because it's depending on two people and their wills. So it's like nothing's going to happen until someone lets their guards down. And it's based off of that person's will. So in this case, I am starting to feel like free will is real. It plays a factor. There also needs to be a sense of trust. Someone still has some sort of mistrust, or doesn't trust people, or is too suspicious of thinking that someone has an ulterior motive, or I feel like someone is also holding out for proof, especially if there's been that telepathic energy and it's like, I know this person has been communicating with me in my dreams, and I know this person wants to talk to me, but they need to like actually show me. Like I can't just go based off a dream. It's like, although you believe in metaphysics, it's like I still need that confirmation, that earthly confirmation. And until you have that, you're refusing to express your feelings, and so are they. I also feel that there's something going on with the planetary transits that's going to play a part into when this happens. Part of the reason why I'm unable to give you an exact time frame is because of the position of the planets right now. It's like something could shift or change at any moment. Something is and I think we just had all major shifts. Like Mars just went into Libra, Pluto just went direct, Mercury is now in, I said Libra, I meant Scorpio. Mercury just went into Scorpio a few days ago. So we've already had like a bunch of shifts. Speaking of Scorpio, Scorpio is secrets. Scorpio is about secrets. So maybe because there's a stellium in the sign of secrets, the timing is just unknown. It's hidden here. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's Scorpio or who has strong Scorpio placement. Someone who doesn't want to be read. Someone who, let's just say for instance, whoever is coming towards you is a very highly spiritually evolved person, and they put out into the universe, I don't want my personal interest knowing anything about my approach. So spirit guides are like, sorry, they said they don't want you to know, so we can't tell you everything. So it's like I'm only able to pull certain pieces of information out for you. But you have been dreaming about them, or they've been trying to communicate with you telepathically. Let me look at the Nine of Swords here. I'm looking at this scarecrow energy too. Both people, before I finish, both people seem to just be running off from something that scares them. So someone is like, let me place this here to scare away the birds. And it works. Like whoever is trying to come towards you or approach you, maybe you're doing your self-sabotage things, or like trying to put your worst foot forward first to scare people away, and it worked. It's like, I can't deal with that. I don't want to deal with this person. So I feel like your scare tactics are working, or if you are the pursuer, you already have your eye on somebody, their scare tactics are working. But it's like mental play. It's all about mental play here. So, okay, let me go back to doing what I was doing. So, I'm getting the energies of people, communication. Someone keeps purposely saying things to push the envelope, trying to see if I'll know you can handle me if you approach me in this state or while I'm like this. Somebody might even, let's just say for instance, a girl post a selfie of herself with her at her lowest state, or even a guy, an unflattering picture. Someone is like, I'm gonna post an unflattering picture on purpose. Whoever is not afraid to approach me knowing how I really look or knowing how, I really am, is the person for me. I don't know too why I'm thinking about Cinderella in a glass slipper. Whoever fits this slipper is my queen. I just kind of feel like it's all a matter of someone purposely trying to put their worst foot forward. It just keeps going back to that. I'm also getting a situation of people who are trying to run away from these energies. Like, that you're either wanting to be with an air sign or an earth sign, but you don't want to be. So it's like you're in denial of the person who you feel is your soulmate or your companion. I don't know why. That's why I say I feel like you kind of know or have an idea of who could be coming towards you. I also get the person who's coming towards you has something to do with let's just say, for instance, you know how they say, oh, earth and air. I'm using that as an example because it's out. But let's say when you read astrology articles, it says, oh, no, earth and air don't go together. Earth goes better with water and air goes better with another air sign or fire sign. These are two elements that are supposed to be non-compatible, but that's because you're only looking at the sun signs. If you delve deep into the birth chart, you'll see that these two people are very much so compatible. I also feel like there's a need for someone to really just speak about what they're feeling. There may be some sort of communication issues. Somebody's been pushed or chased away at one point. Someone also is fearing rejection. So like I was saying earlier, like you're not going to believe the person that is into you. You're going to try and push them away because of their, I don't know, maybe it's their status. Maybe you just think that they should be with someone else. Maybe you're the one that's like, I can't see why they would be into me. They need to be with that other person, but not me. Somebody needs to overcome their insecurities. If this is someone that you know, I feel like there was a rejection in the past. And it's just like, no way am I going back towards that person. They rejected me in the past. But someone is still holding on. Someone lost their faith at one point, but at the same time, they're still hoping for a miracle. Someone does want to work things out. Someone does want a reconciliation. You are being watched from this person, but they're too afraid to say anything. If you're the pursuer, I feel like you already have your eye on somebody, but you're too afraid to say anything. So there's a need to overcome your way of thinking. There's a need for you to confront your fears. There's a need for you to let your guards down. Maybe you also are coming off as someone very scary. or guarded, and someone may be intimidated by you. I don't know if you need to soften your way of speaking, soften your approach, stop trying to scare people away on purpose. And then I've talked about it before in regards to self-sabotage. So maybe some of you are, how the 12th house is the house of self-undoing. So depending on what your sign is, and you wouldn't know your 12th house unless you knew your exact birth time. For the 12th house, you can be a little off with it by, you know, minutes or maybe an hour. But other than that, you really need to know your exact birth time to know like your rising sign, your 12th, your houses, period. So if you do know your exact birth time and you know the sign that's on your 12th house, what's the nature of that sign? Whatever's going, are there any planets in that house? Those are things that you need to pay attention to, because it could be the secret to what is holding you back or keep preventing you from connecting or finding true love, because it's the house of that's your subconscious. Those are things, the 12th house is things that are going on that you're unaware of, the things that you're projecting that you're unaware of. And you need to understand and learn these things about yourself so that you can be aware of it and take a conscious approach to make some sort of changes to it. So I hope, you know, these messages make sense for you. That's basically all that I'm getting. So feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.